Sir, you'll have heard tonight Manchester City and Chelsea. Chelsea certainly, Manchester City likely are going to withdraw. Can you give me any information? What do you... You're well, obviously still extremely well connected. Is it likely that Real Madrid will also withdraw?
I think this project has died today with only 2 years old and is underway to become a complete botch. And I think it deserves it because it was a project destined to kill football. I think mainly at this time of we are living, where many clubs are struggling to survive due to the economic problems for the pandemic. What football needs is unity, solidarity, right. And it's completely the opposite what this project was trying to aim.
Right. However, the grievances and problems and issues of the major clubs have been around for years. And if this collapses, if the Super League collapses, it doesn't address the issues that they want on the table. So UEFA and FIFA and footballing is going to have to address the concerns of what they see as unfairness of the big clubs, from the big clubs.
I think the current competition, the Champions League, is a good format. And the problem is what Rummenigge, one of the smartest and most knowledgeable football man I've known in this world, is Bayern Munich president, has hit the bullseye, saying the point is not to increase the income, but to cut the expenses that they've been inflating during years with paying extraordinary transfer fees and salaries. Bear in mind that one club paid a few years ago for a player 220 million euros. So that's not possible. I think the common sense must come back and be realistic about what this sport can give to the clubs. And therefore, it will be possible to go on with this system in the way that it is already enforced.
Right, but on the bigger issue here, at the end of the day, the owners own the club. I know this isn't a terribly popular thing to say. The fans don't own the club. The shareholders own the club, and the management run the club. And if that management felt that this was a way forward for that club in these those investments, then what does it say when you have prime ministers threatening to legislate against it, and you're basically saying to the owners, you can't leave these, you cannot leave these organizations and these competitions?
Well, they've said if you can, but you have to accept the consequences. You can have your own closed competition, but then you are not going to be able to play in the domestic competitions. And also, players can be banned for playing in the national team. I think that's something that the governing bodies can do. They've done it in their statements. UEFA has been stronger than FIFA. That's why I think maybe there have been talks before between those clubs and FIFA. If you read the statement of FIFA, they said they talk about dialogue, about understanding, about looking for solutions. So maybe these wise people who are behind this project have been talking before to FIFA. But finally, it seems that nothing is going to be done. Fortunately, it's my opinion, I think it's good for football to go on as we are. And of course, if there is a way to get more money, they must try to find it.